Let's go now. 60 Pittsburgh.
Hey, 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 hey.
Shoot.
Off play action. Parker. He'll get this to Eckler. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it second down. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
2nd and 3. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he coughs it up, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So a first quarter fumble in the rain, and this isn't supposed to let up. They've had flash flood warnings just west of here, so they better get used to this.
And it's hard to do real early in the game because you're so amped up and you're trying to do so much. You've got to get used to it, though. You've got to focus in on the ball, make sure you're taking care of it. That one cost him.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Bell. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And Rosas puts this one through. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. Never ideal conditions in the snow for a kicker, but the first test on the opening drive, he passed it.
He certainly did. You know what the unit told me was their biggest issue playing in the snow? You just worry about something getting in your eye as the ball is snapped, and then you might miss it, and there goes 3 points off the board.
Let's go. Do it.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
To throw on 2nd down, Parker. And this one completes a read. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
218, chop.
Hey, check 24. Check 24. Check. Fresno. Hey, switch gears.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
I'm coming after you.
Go.
54.
Here's 2nd and 8. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. 7 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware, ball may come your way.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Finding Knox there, complete. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 9 now. Man open, that's Robert Foster, complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 22-yard line.
Here we go. 10 over.
Parker, off play action. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Here's Parker, throwing again on 2nd and 10. This will be caught inside the 10. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 16 yards, a first down. Now Parker, operating from the gun. That's going to be caught by Reed. Touchdown, Buffalo. A 5-yard touchdown catch, and the Bills have taken the lead. The point after through the raindrops, up and good, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
At the 25-yard line.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now Darnold. And he fires one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Here's Hauschka for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Watch it before. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Fresh off the pick 6, it's Darnold. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, a 14-3 ball game. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Here's Darnold. And his throw here's incomplete. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, able to break that one up.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. The pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we?
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at his 4. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Hey, Sam off.
Check 49. Rush in. Rush in. Rush in. Tighten up. Tighten up. Tighten up.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 36-yard line.
Set up. Safety Gator.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Check the out. Check the out. Check the out.
Hey, Delta.
53.
Get it.
To throw is Parker. From the gun, he'll throw. Open man here is Foster. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
On the double.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down.
Watch out. Watch out. Watch out.
Blue draw Parker. Let go.
Back to throw. Parker. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 45-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Set 18 Gator.
53. Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
Speed driven.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
2nd and 5. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be 3rd down. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 23. This quarterback now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's 1st down. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down. So they still get the completion even though the blitz was on. But the blitz got there. Does that stay in the mind of the quarterback the next couple plays?
That's what you're hoping for. That's what you're...
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dawson Knox, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Hauschka adds the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. That's complete. It's Bell. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Throwing again is Darnold. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the 1st thanks to a flashy little spin move. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Darnold going to lead the offense up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Let's go, D.
From just shy of midfield, Darnold forced out to his left. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter. A lot of time to change things. It's complete. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
Ready to break.
So we come upon halftime in what's a 12-point game at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Mike 54. Got one.
On first down, it's Darnold. Caught here by Bell. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll make it a second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's Been an issue for them in this game.
He wasn't ready. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Waiting. Right there. 54 Mike.
Hey, Steve 6.
54 Mike.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He finds his target, it's Crowder. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 46.
Mike 5-4.
Darnold to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first. Darnold going to lead the offense up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Darnold now to throw into a double team, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Looking to throw. Parker looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
53 is the mic. I got him.
Parker now from the gun on 3rd down. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Check safety.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Parker off the play fake. They'll let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 2-yard line. He's coming.
From the end zone, here's Darnold. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Now this is Le'Veon Bell with a reception, and they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be second down.
At the 17-yard line.
49 to Mike. 49 to and 80. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Check 20. Pilot, 64. Weak. Like that.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
The ball gets bumped up. It's now 2nd and 4 after the penalty.
Oh, you got deep?
To the air again, Darnold. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. Big yardage that time for the Jets. And even 40 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon. And that'll bring up 2nd down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Watch 54. Watch 54. And let's get that ball again. Let's go. Ready?
Back to the air, Darnold on 2nd down. This one caught by Crowder. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Buffalo. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter. The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Again, Darnold. And it's caught by Herndon. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. Well, that'll get him the 1st down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant.
Not 54, right there. 54, Mike. Watch the run.
On 1st down, Darnold. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bell. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd in inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. To throw is Darnold. And, it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is a season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Looking deep downfield. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Throwing on second down. Darnold over the middle, complete. It's Bell. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Darnold from the gun, going for the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 46 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. And Darnold, he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
He finds his target, John Brown. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Eckler. The tackle by Eric Armstead.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Here's Parker. Off play action. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
A loss of 7. It's 4th down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Now Darnold got his man complete over the middle. That's Bell. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first. Darnold. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
On 2nd down, Darnold. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet 1st down. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a 1st down.
54, right there. 54, Mike.
You must be dreaming.
A 1st down throw, Darnold. Over the middle, complete. It's Bell. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a 1st.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jordan Poyer, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
At the 45-yard line.
Let's go now. 60 outlaw.
Right there.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
Now Eckler. Avery Williamson there to make the stop.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
It's Eckler again. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire 2nd half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the 2nd half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for the Bills, the win is their 5th of the year as they move to 5-8, and they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, you start to wonder if it's going to happen this year. The skid has hit 13 in a row on the season, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.